Hi folks, today we're going to be installing an AIS Blockoff kit for a 2018 Yamaha Raptor. AIS stands for Air Injection System, or at least that's what I call it. They were found on a lot of Yamahas. I'm not sure what other kind of bikes they are, but they've been installing them on there for years. Basically what happens is it's an emission device. What happens is, like when you let off the gas, you get a little bit of negative back pressure in your exhaust. A valve opens up and it lets fresh air into your exhaust to mix with the unburned fuel there to kind of dilute it and make it better for the environment. When you put fresh air into some unburnt fuel in a hot exhaust, that typically causes it to pop and go off, and you'll hit a lot of popping and banging and stuff on backfire. Doesn't really hurt anything there, it's just kind of annoying. But for a normal bike, I don't think you really got to worry about this. I've had it on my 2004 Roadstar Yamaha. It's been on there forever, hasn't caused any problems. But I think if you're using it for any type of competition or you're doing a lot of performance upgrades, this is probably something you need to do. Typically, the emissions devices aren't compatible very well with the performance enhancements. If you look at the Yamaha YZF 450, the racing bike, it comes with an AIS system on it, but Yamaha also manufactures a Blockoff plate for it because it is a racing bike. They do not make one for the Raptor though, however. And so there comes in Cuervo Racing here. They make this Blockoff kit. It's really simple. It's basically here just this little piece of aluminum with a dimple in it that fits over there. It's got 2 bolts, and it comes with this little hose plug here. Your AIS system here, let's see if I can show you where it's at here. It resides, it's really difficult to see it. It's this thing right here. This is really terrible. It's right on the front of your cylinder here. Well, I wish I could get to it. It sits right here. You can see this black hose. Let's see here. Oh, this is really terrible footage here. But you got this black hose here that runs up into a valve. There's a solenoid here. It opens up, comes in here, and hooks right here to your head. And this is where the AIS valve is here. I'm going to see if I can do this one more time and get some better footage. Let's see here. Underneath maybe. There's well, there you can kind of see it a little bit right here. This is a hose. It goes right on there. You can kind of see there's a bottom screw down there, the bottom right there, and there's one up here right behind this spark plug wire here. I'm going to pull that spark plug wire out of the way here if I can figure out where it's at. There, let's see here. There's the other screw. You can kind of see a little bit, but it's just 2 screws. You pull those things out. Inside there's like a reed valve. Again, this kind of sits on here like this. Underneath this thing is a reed valve that sits in your head that allows it to open up, allows the exhaust not to come back out, and then there's a hole here that obviously goes up to that solenoid. So I'm going to go in here and pull this thing out. I'll show you what it looks like, and then we'll put that little Blockoff plate on there. So give me a second here to install this, and I'll show you what it looks like if I can get the camera back in. Okay, folks, so I got this off. Where's my flashlight here? Let's see if I can show you back underneath the engine here. You can kind of see it's got a little bit of a filter screen under here. It's like the world's worst video here. I can get it underneath it. Alright, well, I can't get in there to show it to you there. I apologize for that. But this here's the valve here. So this is a piece here. This is the reed valve. There, you can see it's got a little reed valve on the back, but basically here, this really is what keeps the air from going back out this tube, but allows it to come in this tube. But this is it right here. It's just connected to a hose. That goes up to the relay, or not the relay, the solenoid valve there. Once the thing gets up to temperature, stuff like that, it allows it to open up, and then when you get some back pressure, the air comes in here and goes into your exhaust right there, and that's how that thing works. So with the Cuervo system here, we got to transfer this over, and it basically, you got to end up putting it in the engine itself here, because If you turn it over here, you got this little dimple here. That's this little dimple that goes right there. It just sits in here like this. So basically what I'm going to do here is put this back in the engine there, and then place the cover over it and stick the bolts on here. This is a piece of rubber around the edge here, so this will seal nice and good there, and we won't have any problems there. So I'm going to go ahead and try to put that in, and that'll be the extent. And then at the end here, where this hose here attaches the solenoid here, is you put on this little plug right there just to keep the dirt out of it. That solenoid, from what I've been told here, and if you go on the Cuervo Racing site, they've actually got a great video to watch it there, but you don't need that valve. This hose here, it comes up to the solenoid, and then it's got another hose on it that goes from here to your air box, just to get the fresh air. So someday when I'm in there goofing around, maybe I'll remove that system, but for right now it's not hurt anything, so I'm just going to install this plug there, and that's really about it. So I'm going to put it on there, see if I can get a shot of what it looks like, and that should be it. Pretty quick and easy. Okay folks, kind of got my phone wedged in here. Terrible footage, but there's a plate. Goes on nice and easy, just blocks it off. Not that big of a deal. And then if I can stick it here, let's see. Light up in there. There you can see right there the little black plug right there. Right there, that's the plug that goes over that valve. You can see the hose there. That's the one that runs back to your inbox. So that's it. Nice and simple. This is an easy one. Again, that's brought to you by Cuervo Racing there. They've done a good job here. And again, it's just a little block-off plate. Pretty nice. They do a good job of this thing. You'd think Yamaha might make something like this for these, but they don't. But look them up. They got them. This is very cheap. It's one of these nice ones you can easily afford, and it's quick and easy to do. It's just not very easy to see on a camera. So anyway, that's it. This is the AIS Blockoff Plate for a 2018 Yamaha Raptor. Thanks.